Okay, guys, hopefully you have watched the first three, and now you've worked these three, and we're going to see how you did on these, okay? So for this first one, 4, 19, and -5 have nothing in common, so we can't take out a greatest common factor. So we're going to put 4x squared minus 5. And again, remember, we're multiplying here. 4 times -5, that's going to give me a -20. To multiply to get a negative, that means this has to be, one is positive and one is negative. And then my middle number that I need to, in this case, subtract to get is a -19. Okay? Since this is negative, my bigger number, whatever I come up with, is going to have to be negative. All right, let's start with 1. 1 times 20 is 20, and 20 minus 1 is 19. So that one works. So my bigger number needs to be negative. -20, +1. These are the two numbers we're going to use. Doesn't matter where we put them. -20x, +1x. All right, my greatest common factor across the top is 4x. And 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times -5 is -20x. X times 1 is x, and 1 times -5 is -5. Okay, so my answers for my factors are 4x plus 1 times x minus 5. Okay, let's look at number 5 here. 12, 5, and -2 have nothing in common. So we're going to go to our box. 12x squared, -2. Those are our bookends. Okay, we're multiplying -2 times +12, which will give us a -24. If it needs to multiply to get a negative, that means one's positive and one's negative. And then we're adding, or in this case, subtracting, because one's positive, one's negative, to get that +5. All right, let's start at 1. 1 and 24. But 24 minus 1 is 23, so that doesn't work. 2. 2 and 12. But 12 minus 2 is 10. That doesn't work. 3. 3 times 8 is 24, and 8 minus 3 is 5. Those work. My bigger number is 8. It needs to be the positive since I have a +5. So +8, -3. These are our two numbers. Doesn't matter where you put them. -3x, 8x. All right, greatest common factor across the top is going to be 3x. 3x times 4x is 12x squared. 3x times -1 is -3x. 4x times 2 is 8x, and 2 times -1 is -2. All right, so our two factors are what's on the outside. So that's going to be 3x plus 2 times 4x minus 1. Okay, last one over here. Do 16, 68, and 18 have something in common that you can take out? And hopefully you recognize that they do. They have a 2 in common. So we can take out a 2. So if we take out a 2, that leaves us with 8x squared plus 34x minus 9. 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 34 is 68, and 2 times -9 gives me that -18 back. Now, that means when I write my answer, it's going to look something like this. I still got to keep that 2. Okay, since we pulled it out to start with, we got to keep it. But what I'm working my box on is just this part. Just that part. Okay, so let's draw our box. We've got 8x squared, -9. All right, I've already used a highlighter up here, but Negative 9 times 8 is negative 72. To get a negative, that means one of these is positive and the other is negative. And then I'm adding, well, in this case, subtracting, since one's positive and one's negative, to get 34. All right, let's start with 1. 1 times 72, but 72 minus 1 is 71. That doesn't work. 2. 2 times 36. 36 minus 2 is 34. That works. I need a positive 34, so my bigger number is 36. So it's going to be plus 36 and minus 2. Plus 36 minus 2. Doesn't matter over here where I put them. 2x, negative 2x, and 36x. All right, across the top, my greatest common factor is 2x. 2x times what is 8x squared? That's 4x. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. 4x times 9 is 36x. And 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. Okay, so we've got this on the outside as our two factors. I'm going to put them up here. 2x plus 9, 4x minus 1. And this right here is your final answer. Don't forget, you have to pull that 2 down. Let me see if I got a color I haven't used here. I haven't used orange. Since this 2 is here, you got to pull that 2 down. Okay? All right, guys. As always, if you have questions, let me know.